So, guys, good morning to all of you. I hope I am audible to all of you. Now, please concentrate. In this lecture, we'll be discussing location of India. By location, we mean what is the location of India on Earth, and you people may be knowing how a location is located on the Earth. It is by the longitudes and latitudes. So, in this lecture, we will see where is the India located on the globe, or what is the location of India on Earth. So please concentrate. See here, first and foremost, I will tell you India lies to the northeastern hemisphere of Earth. So this is important point. The important point is that India, for example, this is, let me suppose this is a globe, and let me divide it into four parts here. So uh, in this spot here, it is this spot where India lies. So this spot is where India lies here. This pink area which I am marking here, this is the position of India. So this position is, if we see, this is north, and this is east, and so India lies here. So we can say India lies in the northeastern hemisphere of the world. So I hope this point is now clear. Now one more point that I wish to concentrate here is this point, this line, this one. This is equator. This is equator, EQ. So guys, mark here. EQ means equator, and this one, this is prime meridian. Prime meridian. PM, prime meridian. Please look what is this prime meridian. I will be discussing these. Prime meridian, just as we know about equator, it's a 0 degree latitude. Similarly, prime meridian uh, is a 0 degree longitude. So prime meridian is used as a reference point to measure time. So I hope now the position of India in general, we can say it lies to the northeastern hemisphere of the world. So I hope this point is clear. Now, one more important point here is, see, India lies to the north of equator. If we see here, India lies to the north of equator. Clearly, see here, this is equator here. This is equator. India lies towards the north of equator. See here, towards the north. It lies towards the north of equator, and India lies towards the east of prime meridian. So India lies towards the east of prime meridian and north of equator. So I hope if these things are clear, then the next slides will be simpler and much easier to understand to all of you. So let's move on. So now, from the equator, India lies between India lies between 8 degree 4 minutes to north latitude here. If you see here, from here onwards, this line, it is 8 degree 4 minutes north. Because why is it north? Because I told you, India lies towards the north of equator, and uh, so and now the position of India by latitudes is 8 degrees 4 minutes to the north, and it extends up to here, uh, this line. If you can see this line, so this line over here, so this line, so it is 37 degrees 6 minutes north. So between these two latitudes, India lies between these two latitudes. Uh, so we can say this is the extension of India from north to south. From north towards the south, India lies between 8 degrees 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes. So similarly, if this is clear, then we can move on. I hope this is clear to all of you. Please let me know via comments and share, likes, whether this is clear or not. Okay, so now I hope these things are clear. So let's move on quickly. Similarly, we have seen the latitudinal location of India. Now, similarly, we can see the longitudinal location of India. So here, India lies between 68 degrees 7 minutes east and 97 degrees 25 minutes east. Why is it called east? Because I told you earlier, if this is the globe and this is prime meridian and this is equator, we see earlier we saw India lies here. So India lies to the east of prime meridian and north of equator. That is why we say India lies to the 68 degrees 7 minutes east, because it lies with reference to the prime meridian, it lies towards east. So similarly, with reference to the equator, India lies towards north. So that's why we say, when we say the latitudinal location of India, we say north. And when we say longitudinal location, we say east. So this is the longitudinal extension of India from here to here. So it is 68 degrees point 7 minutes east to 97 degree 25 minutes east. I hope this one is again clear to all of you. Now, one more important point here is, if you could have noticed that, so we can say approximately, we can say India, the difference from here to here, from here to here, from the westernmost to the easternmost part of India, the difference is approximately of 30 degrees. 30 degrees. There is a difference of almost 30 degrees, because if you subtract this one from this one, it becomes approximately near about 30 degrees. So similarly, the difference from northernmost part of India to the southernmost part is it is also approximately 30 degrees. So this is interesting. So this is an interesting fact to know. So I hope you people are getting it. So let's move on. See, this is what I was discussing. This 30 degrees that you see here, it is the difference that I calculated. Clear? So now, one more important fact here is that distance in kilometers from north to south of India is, India extends from north to south, and the distance is about 3,214 kilometers. Similarly, the distance from westernmost part of India to its easternmost part is about 29,000, 2,933 kilometers. So if you can see here, approximately these are same. There's a difference of almost 250 kilometers between uh, extension from north to south and the extension from west to east, almost 250 kilometers or near about, we can say. So that is why this difference between these two extensions is uh, approximately same. The We can say these extensions are approximately same. That's why we saw earlier the difference between latitudes of India's location and the longitudes of India's location. It was near about 30 degrees. So we can see these two figures are also indicating the fact. Clear? So clear, I hope these things are getting clear, to becoming easier and simpler to all of you. So this one. Now moving on, we see this is the southern part of India. Now look, what does it mean, the southern part of India? At times people have difficulty understanding the maps. So again, I will quickly go through that map which I drew myself here. So suppose this is the globe, this red one, and this is the prime meridian, and this is the equator. And now we know India lies here. India lies here. So obviously, if India lies here, this is the south of India, this is the north of India, this is the west of India, and this is the east of India. So clearly, now this is south of India. This is south of India. This is east of India. E for east. Clear. So if this is south, obviously this one becomes here the southern part of India. Clear. So this one now becomes the we can say the northern part of India, and this one we can say here it becomes, so this one becomes the western part of India over here, and this one becomes the eastern part of India. Clear. I hope now these things are getting clear to you. So now, since this southern part lies between, we can say it was here 8 degree and 4 minutes latitude over here, and it lies, this one is this one is the Tropic of Cancer. This one is Tropic of Cancer, this line that bisects the India from into two hemispheres, northern and southern. So we can say this line that in bisects India. This is the Tropic of Cancer. This is this one. This is the Tropic of Cancer. So can you guys tell me what's the latitudinal value of this Tropic of Cancer? Yes, I will be interested in knowing this fact from you people. So this spot from Tropic of Cancer towards this one, since it lies towards the equator, so this is this one, it lies closer to the equator. We can see from this map over here. From this map, we can see this one, since it lies closer to the equator, this area. Since this is the equator, this one, equator. So we can say this area which lies between this Tropic of Cancer and this equator and Tropic of Cancer over here, this area. Uh, and we can say this is the tropical area. This is called a tropical area. Tropical. So we can say this is tropical, tree tropical, tropical. Clear? I hope this is clear to you what is meant by the tropical. Similarly, this spot over from over here towards north, since it's like it is we call it subtropical. This is called subtropical. I hope now this is clear. So I am quickly going through the slides because I am making things simpler to all of you. So again, this northern part is a subtropical part. Clear? So now an important fact that I wish to tell you people is, I will quickly go through this. So if you people uh, can calculate it, the difference between this 97 and this 68, it almost is about it is almost it's a 30-degree difference, 30 degrees. So 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. Why we say 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. 1 degree equal to 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Clear? 1 degree equal to 4 minutes. Clear? So now, if 1 degree is 4 minutes, and the difference from this easternmost part of India and the westernmost part is 30 degrees, so we can say there is a difference of almost this 2 hours. If we multiply this 30 degrees by 4, it becomes 120 minutes, and that is exactly 2 hours. 2 hours of difference. So there is a 2 hours of difference. So that means if sun has risen here, if sun has risen in the uh, eastern part of India, so it will have risen there 2 hours before the westernmost part of India. So there is a time difference of 2 hours between the easternmost part of India and westernmost part of India. So now the time difference you understand, because there is a gap of 30 degrees longitudinal gap between eastern and western part of India. So it adds up to 2 hours of difference. So So to avoid this difference in time calculations, usually India has done one thing. It has created the average of these two. It has created the average of this. It has added this one and this one, and created average of these two by dividing by two, and it has come up. India has come up with a longitudinal value of 82 degree and 30 minutes, uh, and it is used as a reference to calculate time in India. So this is important. This one, this value, this measure, this is an important measure, and we should remember it. So India usually measures its time with reference to this longitudinal value. So now, since in general at the world level, the time is measured with reference to the Greenwich Mean Time. So Greenwich Mean Time means that is 0 degree latitude. Greenwich is at 0 degree latitudes, and here we see India measures its time at 82 degree 30 minutes of latitudes, or we can say India is 82 degree 30 minutes longitudes. Sorry, as I was discussing longitudes. Greenwich Mean Time is at 0 degree longitudes, not latitudes. That was my mistake. So India is 82 degree 30 minutes. So this is minutes here. This is here. It is 82 degree 30 minutes away from that Greenwich Mean Time. So that means we can say, if we calculate how many hours it adds, we can say if we multiply this 82 degree and 30 minutes by 4, because 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. So it adds up to near about 5 hours, and it is near about 5 hours and 30 minutes. So we can say, if India is having a time difference of 5 hours and 30 minutes from Greenwich Mean Time. Uh, so this is another important fact that you should remember. And I told you how to calculate it. Simply you multiply this Indian reference point with 4, and you get a time of 5 hours 30 minutes. So this 5 hours 30 minutes is the time difference between Indian time and the Greenwich time. Is this clear? I hope this is getting simpler and clear to all of you. So quickly moving through the slides. So this is how I calculated this time difference between the this one here is depicting the time difference between easternmost part of India and and the westernmost part of India. So you look into it. See here, if you can see here, this is the position of Earth. This is the position of Earth, and see here. Obviously, this area over here in here will be getting sunlight earlier than this area over here, because this this part of Earth is facing the sun much earlier than this part of India. So obviously, uh, this part receives sunlight earlier than this part, and the difference is nearly 2 hours. So this eastern part receives sunlight 2 hours earlier than the western part of India. So these are some interesting, and obviously these are interesting because I'm trying to make things look much simpler and much easier for all of you. So this is again a broader picture of that which I was discussing. So look it. So this line which I was discussing about, this is the Indian reference point. India is taking this as a standard measure for measuring its time. So this what I have discussed earlier. Clear? Now here is an important fact. It says the overall area of India is 3.29 million square kilometers. So this is an important fact you should remember. So now this one depicts that India is bounded from the north by these tall mountains, and you all know these are Himalayas, obviously. So when the monsoon rains from sea, monsoon winds from the sea move along this way, they strike with these lofty mountains, and it causes rainfall over most land ports of India. So, guys, tell me if this session was interesting. What are the things that I need to improve upon? So, this is one important point over here. India is bounded by on three sides from its southern part by oceans: Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean. Clear? Now, I will be showing you some important things like. So, guys, wait here because I'm going to show you some important map, and it will be beneficial to all of you. I hope this map is visible to all of you. So, if you can see over here, look, this one, this is the equator, and this is prime meridian. This line is prime meridian. So, see if you can see now, it is much easier to see now. This is India over here. So now, obviously, it lies to the east, and it lies to the north of equator and the east of prime meridian. Clear? This is important. This is important. And now we can clearly say India lies in general. We can say India lies to the northeastern hemisphere of world. India lies to the northeastern hemisphere of the world. This is important, and it lies to the north of equator. It lies to the east of prime meridian. Clear? So this one I will clearly quickly go through some important points in this map. So this is Africa. This is Africa. This is your Asia or my Asia. So this is Asia, continent Africa, and this green, this is sorry, this is prime meridian. This is important to understand. This is the global reference time to measure global reference referential longitude to measure time. This is called prime meridian or Greenwich Mean Time. So this is what I was about to show you, an important point. So I hope this session was really interesting to all of you. So I now bid goodbye to all of you. Please let me know what are the things that I can improve upon, and how could I make these things much clearer, much more easier, much more simpler to all of you, and whether these lectures are really helping you out or not. Thank you. Provide me with your valuable suggestions. I will definitely look into them, and I will definitely try to improve myself. Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks for being with me.